She is an eco-warrior, a nature conservationist. She is someone who has put in a lot of efforts to convert people towards living an eco-friendly lifestyle. This is Lady about to Mrs. Shobhana Chandawarkar. For the efforts she has put in to convert people towards living an eco-friendly lifestyle and to preserve nature, and in the process, the human civilization, which depends on nature. I asked her husband, Mr. Rahul Chandawarkar, to give a brief introduction about his wife. His introduction was so lucid that nobody else in the world could have given a better introduction of this lady. Please watch.
Hi, I'm Rahul Chandawarkar. I am Shobhana Chandawarkar's husband. Shobhana is also more popularly known as Shobhi. So, we are very happy that Mahesh is doing this video story on Shobhana. So, basically, Shobhana has been, Shobhi has been an IT professional for most of her life, so about close to 30 years, she was an IT professional. And we relocated to Goa almost 10 years back. And in these 10 years, she really discovered that she is a good artist. She has a yen to make home cleaning products. Essentially, her journey began with saying no to plastic. So she said that we have to reduce plastic, and she has a very sustainable outlook. So we said we will not get any plastic in the house. So we said she started making home cleaning products. So she makes dishwashing liquid, she makes floor cleaners, dishwashers, washing machine liquid, even shampoo. All of this she makes at home with the help of bioenzymes and other organic ingredients, which she sells on a low key at exhibitions and some eco stores. She's also making now mosquito repellents, body butters, lip balms, and all that organically. Then, of course, because she's a good artist, she's making coasters, table mats inspired by Madhubani art. So all this home entrepreneurship is something which has been in the last 10 years.
My first question to her was to tell us about her growing up days, her younger days, her school days.
Hi, I'm Shobhana Chandawarkar, and I grew up I was born and brought up in Vasco, and I went to St. Teresa's school at Mango Hill, and I had fond memories of my stay in Goa. I was here for like 13 years. And after which I moved out and we went to Bombay and Pune. So I did my college life in Pune.
Then she told me about her life in Pune and her life on boards into the IT industry.
In Pune, I met my husband Rahul Chandawarkar, and we were college friends, and we got married in Pune and continued to live there for a couple of years. We had moved to Chennai for a few years, and I was still working in the IT industry then. And he has always been supportive of me. He himself was not in the IT. He's an editor. He was an editor with the newspapers in Pune, and he's always been supportive of me in my IT career, as well as whatever I'm doing now post having quit the IT industry.
Then her life changed from the IT industry into nature conservation.
I quit the IT industry in 2014, almost 10 years back now, and it was a very tiring, hectic, stressful life, which finally I decided to take the plunge and quit. And post doing that was also the time that Rahul also quit his journalism and editorship, and we moved to Goa, which was anyway close to our hearts. And having moved here, I didn't know what to do to keep myself occupied, and somehow the art thing came up, where I started doing Madhubani style art on placemats, coasters and things. On the side, we were always very fond of doing things for the environment, wanting to keep plastics down, and seeing all the garbage strewn all over the place, especially here in Goa. It got me thinking as to what more can we do. So we had always been doing composting, always tried to keep plastics out of our house. So all that happened a little more strongly, about 5-6 years ago. So that's when I got into sustainability and trying to do swaps for plastic, trying to keep plastics out of our life. And our day-to-day life, we use so much plastic, so much chemical in all the things that we use in our daily cleaning products, especially. And like I've been saying, we've been seeing, marine life, turtles being brought to a rescue center close to our house. And most of the time, these sea turtles, the great, green sea turtles, and even the ones which are going extinct, they have been coming ashore during the monsoons. Most of the time, the issue with them is that their gut is filled with plastic. So that gave me this thing saying I have to do something about it. So I have been giving talks in schools and other forums wherever possible, and also showing how it's possible for anyone to make simple swaps. Swap meaning stop using plastic and use something that is biodegradable or recyclable.
I asked her to tell us about the alternate products which could be used to replace plastic items.
So even simple things like shampoos, conditioners, which come in plastic all the time, and most of which are not recyclable, especially those tubes. Say toothpaste tubes also, they go into the landfill. So there are swaps available. You can make your own toothpaste, for example, or you can get toothpaste tablets, which are very good, very effective. Same thing, you get shampoo and conditioner bars. It comes in the soap, in like a bar soap, easy to carry around. Even when you're traveling, you don't have to carry those million bottles. So toothpastes which come in those plastic tubes are not degradable at all, and they're not even recyclable. They end up in our landfills. So you can switch to toothpaste paste. You can make paste at home with simple things like salt, clove, turmeric, that, and coconut oil. Or you can buy your toothpaste tablets, which are available in many places now. And similarly, shampoos, instead of carrying those plastic bottles, even when you travel, it's so much easier to just take a small bar of soap. That is the shampoo bar or a conditioner bar. You get two-in-one kind of bars as well. So there are these simple swaps. Even the score pad that you use for washing your vessels, that green score pad is actually microplastics. It's leaching microplastics into the water and eventually into the soil and back into our blood system, bloodstream, as well as marine life. So this you can just use, switch to coir, coconut fiber made score pads, which are also available. They're very convenient because they're all stitched together and very effective. Once it's end of life, you can just put it into your compost, or even if it is thrown, it is going to get degraded because they are biodegradable. So there are simple swaps which one can do, and I have been trying to give sessions online as well as in schools or other forums where this is you can learn about how to easily switch to eco-friendly stuff. And this has become my way of life. It's like I live a life of sustainability, sustainable consumption, as well as my day-to-day lifestyle, which is why I have made my own daily cleaning product, so that I don't throw out any chemicals, no plastics. I am in the the garbage that goes out of my house is fitting in one small paper cover.
My next question to her was, who inspired you to be an eco warrior, nature conservationist? Please tell us.
So my mother had always been into doing a lot of recycle, reuse, like so many others of that generation. So she was a kind of jugaad specialist, and luckily that has come to me. And even I am like my middle name is Jugaad, so I can do a lot of things with anything that may need to be thrown away or is discarded, or which people don't want to use. So there are ways you can always think. Once you change your mindset in thinking of not throwing away something, or thinking, where is this going to go? Is it going to land up in one landfill? What can I do about it so that I avoid it from going into some places? So if you just change your mindset, you will be thinking like this all the time for anything, and ideas will come to you automatically. And that's how it all began with me. I also follow a lot of people on Instagram, and who are into this sort of way of life, and they have been really truly inspiring for me. There's a lady called Worm Rani who's based out of Bangalore. You should just follow her posts; they're just excellent. There's also Sonika Basin, who is eco-friendly, even parent, you can say. Like even her child has never used diapers from. She probably started using them only in the initial 1 or 2 months, and then she went. She switched to various things, and you should see her son, who is now like 5 or 6 years old. Even he is a lot into sustainability, eco-friendly. He does composting, he does bioenzymes. So her name is Sonika Basin, and you'll find her also on Instagram. She is truly inspiring. She has a very hectic corporate life, but she does this on the side. She holds eco-friendly birthday parties. Any function is totally eco-friendly, zero disposables. Yeah, it's amazing what people can do, and it would be great if anyone does, like I said, a few of these things, and we can help keep the nature as it is, a earth as is, for the future generations.
Then she introduced me to a friend of hers who's on a similar journey to preserve nature.
This is my friend Gita, and she's also heavily into sustainability and eco-friendly way of life, and she'll also just tell us what she has done for this.
Yeah, so my friend Shobhana has said almost everything. I very much echo her sentiments about maintaining the greenery, contributing towards the environment, preventing environmental pollution. So the only way we can do is every person should make a beginning. It's not that it rests only on one person. Each one of us, if we start thinking this, it will make a hell lot of a difference to the environment. Also, like, I try to do my best at my level. I do not use plastics. Even my floor cleaners are some of the citrus bioenzymes that I make on my own. I have 5 dogs which are rescued. I work for them, and when I use chemicals, I see how it affects their fur and their skin. I have a very small garden at home. I do not use any chemical pesticides. If there are snails, fine, they let them eat the plants. It's after all their food. What I can use is something like, a chili, garlic, tobacco kind of mixture, which works very well as a natural pesticide. I do composting. In fact, I go around gathering all the dry leaves in my neighborhood and use it for composting, and they form a wonderful compost. I do put all my kitchen waste in the compost bin and do the composting. So yeah, every one of us tries to contribute in some small way towards the environment. I'm sure it will make a big difference for the future generation at least. Thank you.
Then I asked Mr. Rahul, her husband, who's a solid support to her, to tell us about his admiration for her work and her aims in life.
So I'm, very happy to help out, because now with this exhibition, Rotary exhibition in Madgaon, I've been on the stall, helping her with the sales, talking to customers, so it's a small thing, but it's important. I feel, Mahesh said, Mahesh wanted to know how men need to support their wives. I think all men need to support their wives, especially when they show entrepreneurship, because my firm belief is women are smarter than men in intellect, in looks, and generally I think the female species is the more powerful species. In our country, unfortunately, we have so much male chauvinism and patriarchal society, and we are treating our women very badly. So I feel that the little that we can do to stand behind our women, because they allows them to fly and really exploit their full potential. Thank you.
At this point, I asked her, would you like to give a message for the audience? Please.
So this is nature. This is what Mother Earth has given us. This is the great soil, and the rain and everything else that happens. It helps everything grow and live, and the whole life cycle of different things in our life continues thanks to what Mother Earth has given us. But now the problem is that we need to save all this. and we have to try and go green, like also this green, so that we continue to give this to the next future generations. And the only way is to stop all the things that affect our climate, the greenhouse gases, using stop using chemicals, stop using all the single use plastics. Try to do all the 5 R's, that is refuse, recycle, reuse, repurpose, and all of that. So these are the things that I really live by. And a simple thing like composting will enrich the soil again, and the same green can come up again. All you need to do is segregate your waste into wet and dry, and the wet waste is something that you can just go and compost. It can be easily done on even a small balcony. There are ways you can find to do it, like there are lots of YouTubes and all of that which tell you how to compost on a simple balcony also. And enrich the soil which is around you. Even if you don't have a garden, you can just put it in the closest garden that you find anywhere. So you can always do your bit. And I have been showing the simple swaps. You'll have seen it in this video. You can see the simple swaps that you can do. So I request everyone to at least try and do 2 things out of whatever I have been talking about. Thank you.
Thank you, Shobhana, for giving me your time. Thank you for sharing your story, which is truly inspiring. I wish you all the best. I'm truly grateful. Thank you very much. God bless you.